We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams
and the Washington football team.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running out of the wild.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ronald Darby brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Rams.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Washington football at the 20.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Aaron Donald.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check 41. Watch the curl.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
I can't believe they even let you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Washington.
2 yards is the pickup, and Washington going to have a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a throw here, hauled in. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
43-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
41. Get in the weight room. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. 41 mic. 41 mic. 65. 65. Red alert. Red alert.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Forced out to his left. Open man here, Sims complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
and this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Lining up for the point after.
We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On first down, it's Gibson. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson,
76 yards.
and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He can run for it, and he will.
And he
he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Slide, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Number 5. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Where's 52? Where's 52? 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff? Do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. And when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Today's finals, Washington.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town.